Hello everyone, my name is Cassandra Maldonado, and today I will be discussing with y'all the Elizabeth Escalona case, which happened on September 7, 2011. And I do think, from my personal opinion, that she was acting irrational. However, I do not agree with the amount of time that she got sentenced to. And so through our rational choice theory, it goes over how criminals, when they commit the crimes that they do, it is because they are weighing the benefits and the consequences of said crime that they are going to commit. And in Elizabeth's case, it is still irrational to me because the benefits to the consequences were not balanced, or the benefits did not outweigh the consequences that she was going to be enduring by attempting to kill her child, Jocelyn. And even still, her actions that she went through it just didn't make sense to me why she had to go the lengths that she did to inflict that harm on her child. She didn't have to hit her with a milk jug. She didn't have to kick her. She didn't have to glue her hands to the wall with super glue. If she really was trying to outweigh the benefits, why try to make it to where your 2-year-old daughter would feel the most amount of pain that they could? And maybe people could argue that she had 5 other children and she felt that she couldn't take care of Jocelyn. That still doesn't justify the reason to why she had to harm her to such lengths. There are different other ways to help yourself and to help the child. Maybe put her up for adoption, which I'm not saying is the best option, but it's definitely better than trying to commit murder on a child. And however, I do not think that she should have been sentenced to a 99-year prison sentence because, one, the child didn't actively die, which is kind of harsh to say, but there was no real murder committed. And I'm sure there are different protocols and different sentencing for attempted murder. So I do think that the severity of the sentence doesn't fit the actual crime. I do think that she still should have been punished. However, I do not agree with the sentencing because, one, it wasn't actually murder, so she shouldn't have to spend her whole life. However, I do not think that she should have her kids in her care because she is clearly a threat to children, especially when she is not in the right state of mind. Because also keep in mind, she was smoking weed every day when she did have Jocelyn and her 5 other kids, and she does have history of being abused by men in her childhood, which I'm not saying that every abused woman or every woman with an abusing upbringing is a danger to their own child, because there are cases of wonderful women who survived and are doing great for their children and for their family. But that's just not simply the case every time either. There are women that continue that cycle, and this is just general, not just for women. And so that kind of plays a part, in my opinion, to where she shouldn't have her kids anymore, but she shouldn't have to spend 99 years in prison, because it's just not rational in that choice for us to give her that long of a sentence, but to obviously have the appropriate consequences to her crimes. And that is my opinion, and I hope y'all have a good night.